Hey, wanna try my pickles? This is a fridge pickle recipe that's never boiled, so it gives your pickles a fresh taste and a satisfying crunch. It's based off of Grillo's Copycat, and making your own is super easy. Hang out for a few and learn how. Start by gathering your ingredients as seen here. Pause to screenshot if necessary. Obviously, you're also going to need some cucumbers. Depending on size, a half dozen or so will give you enough to fill a good-sized jar. Grape leaves can be hard to find in some grocery stores, but 2 or 3 bay leaves make a decent substitute. The tannins in the leaves help keep your pickles crispy though, so don't skip this ingredient. Combine your water, vinegar, salt, and sugar in a saucepan and heat on low just long enough to make sure the salt and sugar is completely dissolved. Stir frequently and don't let it come to a boil. This should take less than 10 minutes. Once fully combined, remove from heat and allow it to cool back to room temperature. While you're waiting on that, let's process your cukes. Snip off the tips to remove any remnants of stem, then half or quarter them based on your preference. If you're using longer cukes, you may need to have them lengthwise as well to fit your jars. Next, skin your garlic cloves and rough chop them so that you're left with good-sized chunks or 3 to 4 thick slices per clove. Now put your grape leaf or bay leaves into the jar along with the garlic and start packing in your cukes. Tucking in a sprig of fresh dill here and there as you go so you get about 6 or so sprigs per jar. Try not to waste much space, you want the jar pretty well packed. By now your brine should have probably cooled off enough. Pour it into the jar until your cukes are completely submerged. Then pop your jar in the fridge and try to be patient while they pickle. This is honestly the hardest part of the recipe. After 48 hours, they're going to be pretty much ready to go, but 3 to 4 days is really the sweet spot if you can hold out. A few final notes. This is a vinegar-heavy brine to match the sharp, crisp taste of Grillo's pickles. But if you find this a bit too tangy to your tastes, you can adjust the mix to something closer to a 2-to-1 ratio of water to vinegar. I'll let you figure out the math on your own, but this will get you something closer to a Clausen-style brine. They're also not shelf-stable since they're not boiled or canned, so store them in the fridge between snackings. One last tip, this brine is super basic, but you can doctor it up in a number of ways. I like the simplicity of this mix, but you could experiment by adding in mustard seeds, peppercorns, pickling spices, or even some sliced jalapenos to kick up the heat. Give it a shot and let me know how yours turn out, or let me know what other ingredients you'd add to the mix. Bon appetit, friendos.